G-Man here again. On one of my other videos, somebody asked me if I could do a comparison between the Kingcycle and the Gee-cycle, because the Gee-cycle was based on this. So here we go. This is the Kingcycle. I think this is a medium, and this was made by Miles Kingsbury back in the 90's. I think they made about 500 in total. It's made out of ovalized Reynolds 531 steel, which is a very lightweight Reynolds high carbon steel. And apparently the steel came as a round section, but they somehow made it oval. Must have rolled it or something. Swaged it, I don't know. Yeah, it's about... the tubes are about 35mm deep and about 25mm width. It came with a strong light double chain set, but I've changed it to a triple. I've still got the... I can still change it back if I want to. I changed it to a triple for me. It's got Magura rim brakes, hydraulic rim brakes, which I don't think you can get anymore, but they are very strong. They're very good. Good stopping power on those. Got the nice red pads, they're good. Yeah, so it's a steel frame. It came with a strong light crankset. This one's got Shimano 105. This was made in the 90's sometime. I think they stopped making them in around 1998. It's actually designed for racing more than anything. It's very lightweight. If you can find somewhere the tail box, there's like a tail fairing and a nose fairing. If you can find those and fit them on, it's extremely fast around the track. Tweener bars with an extended stem coming straight from the fork. I've got old-fashioned gear shifters on mine because it's an old-fashioned bike. Aluminium stem. Yeah, they're good. The only problem I would say is the wheels. The front wheel is a radially spoked 450A, which at the time was quite a popular wheel, but now nobody seems to make them. And the rear is a 600A again. You can't get them, and you can't really get tyres. On the rear you can get a tyre that's made for wheelchairs, believe it or not. People have made those fit and they can hold a bit of pressure, but these are about the only one you can easily get hold of, these Michelins, and they only go to around 55 psi, which is okay for cruising about, but around a racetrack you really want to be running 100 psi plus, and you can't do it with these, which is a shame. I wish one of the manufacturers would start making them again, or hopefully somebody would have a big pile of them in a warehouse somewhere that have been sat in the dark and never opened. I doubt it, but there you go. So yeah, twin spar frame, Reynolds 531. It's got a double idler, which doesn't have any teeth in it, but it does have O-rings, and the O-rings wear out every now and then, so you just replace them. Buy a bag of O-rings for about £2, replace them, only takes 2 minutes, keeps it quiet. So yeah, that's the Kingcycle. It's a really good bike. It has its shortcomings, but You know, it's, how old is it? 25 years old. Still going strong. And there is my version, the Gee-cycle. I've got 26 inch rear wheel off a mountain bike with a Shimano 8-speed hub, 24 inch wheel off a children's mountain bike, just to keep the seat height down a bit. I didn't want it too tall. Looking at it now, I probably could get away with another 26 inch wheel and fork. Probably be fine. Yeah, I've got a 8-speed hub on the back, a Chinesium no-name chain set on the front, second hand. I paid hardly anything for it. I don't know what it is, don't care. It does the job. It's fine. Kingcycle's got Magura rim brakes, hydraulic rim brakes. I've got the good old V-brake, nice and simple. The frame's made out of 40 by 20 mild steel. It's a bit heavy, not crazily heavy, but it's not a racer. It's a banging around, enjoying the day out sort of distance machine, really. I put mud guards on it, as you see, you know, keep the wet off. Sorry about that, my battery ran out, so I'm back. The chain idlers are made from skateboard wheels. Now, I could have bought some of the lovely TerraCycle ones, a double one, fitted it on there, but this was a budget build and I used skateboard wheels, and I'll tell you what, they're awesome. They're dead quiet. They haven't worn out at all yet. They're absolutely great. Really, really surprised. Skateboard wheels. They're the future. What else? The seat on the Kingcycle is it's reclined, but it's fixed position, fixed angle, lean angle. It's adjusted back and forth with that screw there, and it has no rear supports or anything. There's a plate underneath that locks it in position. Yes, you can only, you know, you've got one angle of recline, that's your lot. But on mine, I can recline it quite a lot. I've put some rear struts on mine. Oh, look at that. That's not good, is it? Better tighten that. Never mind. Yeah, rear struts. And that seat mount there enables it to rock back and forth, and it's again, it's just clamped on with a big metal clamp underneath. I haven't got rim brakes. I've got good old V brakes, which I like because they're simple and they stop you. Again, tweener bars. My handlebars are higher in relation to the frame than they are on the Kingcycle. Let's have a look. Let's grab a bar. On the Kingcycle, you've got about that much height. You've got about another 3 inches, I don't know, 8 to 10 centimeters on mine, which is a bit more, it's a bit better for me, a bit more clearance for my knees. When you're doing tight turns on the Kingcycle, you can tend to hit your knees, but with this one you don't. Yeah, I got my big mirror. Always mount your bottle cage on the front. Like that, because it doesn't hit your knees, doesn't get in the way. A mirror is essential on a recumbent. There's no way of turning around to look behind you, so get a mirror. And I've built a little bracket on the back of this, you see. Bolts on. It's a bit of a test thing, it's not the best, but I can fit me little Paradise bag on. But also, hang on, I've still got my side bags from when I was riding my ice trike around, and it's hard to do with one hand, but if you can see, they can fit over the seat, and when I take that off they'll clip onto here with the clips. Let's bodge it up a minute so I'll show you. Yeah, side pods, they don't hit anything. I can put me shopping in them, or go for a long, you know, go for some overnighters or something. There you go. What else is there to say? That's the difference. Love the Kingcycle. Love that even more. Now, I have bought myself a TIG welder, and I am currently attempting to teach myself TIG welding, and when I'm good enough I'm going to buy some chrome moly tube, and I'm going to make another one more like the Kingcycle. I think I'll have a 20-inch front wheel and a 26-inch rear. Hopefully disc brakes. A modern seat. Something like, I don't know. Well, there's choices, aren't there? You could put a seat like that on it, or you could get more of a nice touring seat on. But yeah, I want to make a really, really nice, lightweight, modern version of that. So in a year or so, when I've actually got decent with this welder, you might see that happening. Anyway, there's a difference. The Gee-cycle, the Kingcycle. See you later.